Hello Engine Buzz, here we got this Nissan Sentra 2004. It's got the 1.8S in it. It's a manual. It's got pretty good oomph. Anyways, so what we're doing, I just got this vehicle. I'm going over everything for like checkups. I want to make sure it's running up to spec, and I want to make sure, you know, I can do what I can to make it healthy and strong. So first thing we're going to check here, and this is something I recommend for you to check, is the oil. So we're going to pull that out and check it. Dipstick out. Already I can see, looking at the dipstick, it's pretty black, but we're just gonna wipe it off and then check it better. We'll wipe it off here and put it back right in the dipstick holder. Put it down, pull it back out. As you can see, that oil is pretty darn black, so we're gonna be changing that oil in the filter, and that's the first thing we're gonna be doing. First of all, I apologize for the traffic on road right next to us. We're in on this road, it's pretty busy. So I'm not gonna go too fancy with this car, just want to get it running good. So we went with this O'Reilly deal or whatever. You get a micro guard filter and a gallon of oil. So this thing's not gonna take much oil. I had an option between 5W20 and 5W30. The thing about 5W20, it's going to give you better gas mileage, it's going to give you higher revs, you know, it's lighter, it's not as thick. And then you got the 5W30, and the good thing about the 5W30, it's going to give your engine more protection. You're probably going to have a lower RPM, and it's not going to be that noticeable. It's going to be a little bit lower, just because it's only 10. But so this one's 10 weight thicker, and the thing about that is it's going to be a little bit thicker. It's going to give your engine a little bit more protection, and it's really going to help in performance and everything. And going along with O'Reilly's oil came with the micro guard filter. And the first thing I noticed about this thing is it is small. It is freaking small. It's probably about the same size as the oil filter that they use on the Yamaha Raptor. But it is a small filter. But we're just gonna continue. We're gonna give this an oil change, and we're gonna do it right. We chose 5W30 because it's a car, and I get on it a lot. I put it to the floor and stuff, and I like to have a little fun with it, you know. So I want that little extra protection. So we're gonna put on this filter and turn out the old oil and do an oil change, and then we'll get to the rest of it. So just looking at this oil here, it is very black. It might be burning oil, so we might have to put some additives in there, but that oil is very black, and it's a good thing we're changing it. It's definitely overdue. So we're just gonna get this oil drained. Then we're gonna get to changing the filter and putting the new oil in. So alright guys, so here we got our oil, and what we're gonna do, since it's a small engine, doesn't take much oil, we're going to take off this cap, and we're going to put a little bit of oil through. We're going to put a little bit of oil through while the plug is open, just to kind of flush out that bad oil, because that oil looked really bad. So we're gonna flush it out here. We're just gonna pour some in there. See if I can aim right. Nope. Oh, there we go. So say about that much. And as you see, it's coming out, and it's coming a lot more clean. So that gives it a good flush to grab any of those carbon buildup or any of those particles that were in there. So we'll put the plug back on and change the filter too. plenty of oil in there, so we're all good on the oil change. Alright guys, so now that we got the oil change done, didn't go by too bad. The worst thing about it was this car's so freaking low. I had it up on these ramps that really helped everything out, but I'm gonna have to think of a car hoist or something next time, because that really sucked. I burned my stomach on the freaking exhaust, and yeah, it was kind of a pain in the butt, and it's just small. So, but we got it done. Alright guys, we're gonna go through our checklist. We emptied the old oil, we put that plug back in, we took out the old filter, we put the new filter in. So we got that done. And also we put our new oil in and we put that cap back on. Alright, so we're just gonna start her up, make sure we get everything sealed nice and tight, and make sure she runs and get that oil up and back up in the cylinders and stuff, so she's ready to go. I do hear a little bit of a tick, but that's fine. It's because the lack of oil in the engine. But seems to be running pretty good. I'm liking the looks of it. And one thing you'll notice on oil change, and this is not a self pitch or anything, 100% you will get more power. I've felt more power every time I've done an oil change. And you can also increase your gas mileage if you change the oil weight, but just don't go too light. But just don't go too light on the oil. And if you do, just don't get on it real hard. So just drive it like a grandma. But I drive this thing pretty hard, so I went with a little bit thicker. That's it for the oil change, and then we're gonna get on to the other stuff to get your vehicle running proper, strong, and up to its maximum ability. So